This is Harry Gines, the first black man of reparations in U.S. history, bringing you another presentation of case number 99-10-255. Today, our feature is Martin Luther King. He will be our feature, but yet we use Martin Luther King as a pedestal. We will do that because he is in most people's lifetime. It's very difficult to try to say anything bad about Martin Luther King. So I'm not here to do that or to drum up any kind of negativity within this presentation. I'm trying to set the course of a path because had Malcolm X and Martin Luther King lived, how would it have been? You see, so it's very difficult, like I say, to just take Martin Luther King. There were a lot of people who made Martin Luther King who Martin Luther King was, in a sense that every man needs help. You see, no one can do this thing by themselves like this. It's much bigger than Martin Luther King, the Elijah Muhammad, many icons of the past. But yet, as you reach back, it would have to still be a lot of credence given Harriet Tubman. So as one baton is passed to the successor of an era of a civil rights movement dating back to slavery and beyond those years before slavery, we must recognize that when we look at Martin Luther King, it was a great feat, the things that he's done, without a doubt. But yet, as we move forward in a time travel, had Malcolm and Martin lived, what would they see today in the 21st century? Would that be something that they would be proud of? Maybe in part, but anything in part must be questioned. So today, it's very important that we do the time travel to make sure that everyone recognizes that Martin Luther King is not the Alpha Omega. In other words, his legacy continues because it's incomplete. Yes, Martin Luther King's legacy is incomplete. So there must always be someone that's willing to take that baton and advance it. That is what Harry Gines versus the United States, case number 99-10-255, that's what it does. It advances the work that those before him, such as Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and also, like I said, Harriet Tubman is prior to slavery. Now, today is mighty strange how people have all this technology, but yet when it comes to a feature film that could depict a culture of their history, yet the numbers don't merit an Oscar. The box office don't merit an Oscar. There's always some Academy Awards to be passed out in nomination, and those people who get the nomination can be thankful. But yet, you didn't win. So we must bring things full circle why U.S. blacks don't support their own culture through film. The numbers are way too small on Harriet. Way too small. If you check YouTube, there were a lot of journalists that wanted to get the word out, and they did. But yet the response from the black community in the United States and or globally, no, those numbers are way too small for a film like Harriet. Those numbers should be much higher in all categories that they have placed Harriet within YouTube. The views are very shallow views. I just can't really say enough that all black people globally should watch this film. This is not, something that I'm paid to do. I'm just very disappointed that the reviews from the public don't merit 100,000. Everything is less than 100K. That's really strange to see that. She had only one category that reached 9 million. That was a trailer on the film that reached 9 million. But we've seen this before. There was another movie that came out around the time of 9/11. If you check back, you will see that no one could make a movie any greater than the Ali featuring Will Smith. Will Smith did not receive an Oscar. Now, because he didn't receive an Oscar, doesn't mean it wasn't a great film, but that tells me something about the black culture in the United States. You are not supporting your culture. Muhammad Ali was a very great icon, not just in the ring. They're showing Muhammad Ali because it's also his birthday around the same time that Martin Luther King's birthday. We must get all these icons in. Like I said, it can't be just Martin Luther King. But Will Smith did a very good job with the movie Ali, but then come 9/11. 9/11 and hearing Ali, 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 and the fact that you put Muhammad with that, it became, I believe, in the United States, a film that got shunned, because the timing with 9/11 and Ali, the country couldn't accept it. So with that being said, we want to be able to have Harriet not receive that same type of scar. I'm suggesting that all you as blacks, you owe this film your time. There's another man who I'm honored to be able to say we share the same hometown. Yes, this is being Dick Gregory, the late, great Dick Gregory. And he was on social media also speaking about the Elijah Muhammad and the work that the Elijah Muhammad done in the community. I saw that on social media. Now, Dick Gregory is somebody who, he gave it all. He gave all that he had, and still, no one really gave him the true support that he was deserving of. Basically, he was blackballed because he should have been rich as Bill Cosby, easily as rich as Bill Cosby. So with that being said, we're going to find ourselves giving everyone in the movie Harriet an honorable mention, and we will show some pieces of the ending of Harriet. So if I can leave you with that for a moment, and to recognize that this is a presentation that is featuring Martin Luther King, but all the icons that went before him. May God bless you all. And I'm here today to give the honorable mention to the movie Harriet and all that went into it. Anyone that had something to do with Harriet, I would like for you guys to get your just desserts from your own community and people. Thank you. You can close it too. You just close it.